folks, and welcome back to Roller Coaster Tycoon. Last time we went through and created this mess of a park so far. It's not my proudest work. I'm relatively happy with some of the things, but overall it's a hot mess of a park. And that's okay, because that's kind of the goal of this park, is to be a hot mess, because we just need to get 2,500 people in here, and then we've satisfied. There's no money requirements, there's nothing else going on. We also can't even direct our research. So that's kind of a bummer. So what that requires is that we are always building. You see these rides here are getting maxed out, so that's a 6-minute wait. This one's a 5-minute wait, and those are perfect numbers for what we have here. We have lots of this. The popcorn looks like throw up a little bit there. I mean, there is throw up there, but like all of these side popcorns also look like throw up, so that's a little annoying. But we have all of that going on. We're just going to hire a whole bunch more because it doesn't actually matter. And our mechanics are very busy right now, and our security guards are also going to get an increase in their staffing numbers. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we have coming our way. We got a hat stall. Great. That doesn't help us at all. Let's go ahead and see what we have here. Oh, that's right. We got the Twister coaster last time, so I think that's going to be our next thing that we build. I'm thinking that we're going to probably have that exist. This pathway is going to continue out, and then this one will also continue out, and they'll join up in the back, and then we'll probably have another one that bisects that, or two of them that do that. But let's first get that general pathing thing set up, and we have to reset all of our stuff because every time we save it or quit, it resets it. It's awesome. So we're going to go out and do this. So that's going to go all the way out there like so. And I think that's enough space to bring that all back. So I'm going to be super cheap here. And we're going to do this. Again, I don't care if it's in the spirit of the game or not. It doesn't really matter. It's just a fun way to go through and do this. And if last time when I was recording I sounded a little off, it's because I had 101 degree temperature that I didn't realize I had until after I recorded. I just kind of sat back. I was like, oh, I don't feel good. And I took my temperature, and yeah, I was pretty sick. It was fun. So I'm feeling better now, but yeah. So if you question any of my decision making, I'm just going to blame it on fever dreams, and we'll be good from there. All right, so let's see what all we have. Just flatten it out. Giant areas of land here. And wow, that's really far over there. All right, I'm going to make it come over about this area here. We'll have that other point join in later, but this is too much already, so just going to focus on the initial stages here. All right. And then what I'll do is I'll bring this all the way around. Like so. There we go. And that should join in. Oops. Almost going to join in. Just get it down one. And there we go. I guess I should open it up on the other side here just because we can. Not that it really goes anywhere right now, and not that it's really going to do anything for us, but we need to at least try to get people circulating through the park a little bit. I'm going to have to add in some shops and stalls and all that other stuff here shortly to make sure that we maintain all of the good things that we need to do here, because people don't like walking forever without either a restroom or water or a drink or any of the things that they need. So we're going to have to keep going here, but nothing too big a deal. I am a little encouraged. There's not a ton of people trying to get back here quite yet. There are a few, but it's not like overwhelming. Here comes our first crew from the other side there. Which there are more of them coming through than I thought there would be, but that's okay, I guess. And we're just going to go through and get all of this in there. There we go. All right, and then it's just Trash Can City. And then we need to open up a whole bunch of shops and stuff, and then we can go in and actually focus on rides and all the fun parts of the game. I actually really dig the little micromanagement things like this. I find it enjoyable, but I know some people don't. And I don't even remember any of the ride names. Stand Free is obviously our standing Togo coaster, but beyond that, I don't remember any of the rides in this park. I'm telling you, I was not feeling good when I played this last week. It was rough. All right, so there we go. We have all that stuff in place. Let's go ahead and get the things that we need to have for this park. So we definitely need an info kiosk. We're definitely going to need a bathroom. And then I want to have a drink stall. And what food can we have? Donuts. Sure. We're going to repeat that same idea out here. What's that? We'll have that. Drink stall. I really wish we had a better selection of food options. We don't have a lot of food in this park, which is a little unfortunate, but it is what it is, I suppose. All right, so I'm thinking that I can have the station here, have it go out through here, climb up, and then exist in this area. That's going to be that twister coaster. That's going to be what I kind of want to go with right now. We'll see how that all works out in due time. But let's see what we can do here. Are these twister trains fantastic? So there we go. Look at all of that. All right, I don't really know what I'm doing right now. Let's see, 135 is our main height. So we're gonna have this thing dive down here. I'm gonna do a loop. We'll do an inline twist. And I don't know what the difference between a barrel roll and an inline twist are. I mean, that one clearly looks different, but I think barrel roll is the one that originally was with the game. But please correct me if I'm wrong. Oh god. Why is it going so fast? Oh, I sped the game up. Okay. Oh my god. I didn't realize I had sped the game up that much. Okay. So I need to just get that up the lift hill. Then I want to see what it does on the drop here, because I may need to rework this entire thing right now. I don't know. All right, we're at regular speed. Okay, that's fine. Nice and slow, going through that. Yep, that's fine. That is also fine. Okay. Not concerned anymore. All right, so we're going to do a corkscrew, followed by another corkscrew. We'll throw in our braking area there. Okay, so I need to just come over one more. I've been really happy with the mid-course brake runs recently. I don't know why I've been putting them on rides a lot more recently, but I've been very happy with them so far. But now we're going to start bringing this bad boy back into the station, I think. So we'll do the corkscrew like that. Here we go. And then we'll throw brakes on. And block brakes. Boom. Let's see, I think I only want 2 trains. I'm sure we can do 3, but I only want 2. Let's test it and see what it does here. All right, goes through there, comes up, nice and slow through that. Top of that, it's at 33, which is fine. Through there, 25-ish, it's fine. Speed on that is fine as well. I'm a little concerned about how fast we're going through this loop and this corkscrew. Okay, that looks good. And can we get through the corkscrew without any problems? Heck yeah. Do we have a yellow coaster? No, we don't. Okay, so we don't have to change the color at all. We're just going to call it mellow yellow because I can. Let's see, what is our time on this ride? 1:33, so 90. So 45 is our absolute max. We'll bump that down a little bit. All right. Now we have that part built. There we go, and we are open. All right, that should at least draw some people towards the back of the park. We hopefully can get some more stuff here. We got an Enterprise coming. Oh, and look at that. We got real food. Heck yes. That's a big deal. All right, we're going to turn off shops now because I don't think we need any more. That's awesome. That was like the perfect ride for us to get. Let's see. Did I build a car ride? I did. All right. We have a maze over there, right? Yeah, general rides, we used them all up. Thrill rides, I do not want to use the top spin. Not my favorite. Then I already have... Oops, I forgot to open this one. Oh no, I did open it. It's just broken. All right. So we're good with all of that. Ride-wise again. There's just so much busyness going through these pathways just because everybody's stuck in line. You guys have not been waiting for ages. It's 8 minutes. I know in the game time that's a lot of time, but it's not that long. There we go. We'll even put some entertainment in there for you guys, just because we're nice people like that. There we go, and you are gonna exist over there now. This ride, what's this line like? Only 4 minutes. It's fantastic. This thing is a capacity monster. 1,700 people, although this one should be even greater. What is this? I don't even remember what we called it. Boundary Runner. God help us. 2,500 people an hour. This one has way lower capacity right now because there's not a lot of people at it, but it will get more popular in due time. All right, time for another coaster. Well, first let's build the Enterprise because we finally have it. It's my favorite ride of like ever. I love the game I love the ride in Roller Coaster Tycoon. I also love it in Parkitect. It's just a solid ride across the board. I also love it in real life because it's really fun. All right. But I don't want to just spam rides and like I could probably pretty easily win if I just spam rides and go through and do all that, but that's not fun. Go through and at least attempt some of these challenges. They're not the best, and I know I have work to do, but it's okay. I think we're probably going to want to do some more in the area of roller coasters as well. Oh yeah, look at the line coming for this bad boy now. We got the capacity to... What is it at now? 1440, which is going to be more than that. I mean, I theoretically could run another train on this as well, so there's lots of options that we have for this park. All right, we don't have a big... We have that, okay. But yeah, we don't have a big area for a real corkscrew coaster, so I'm going to try doing something with that right now. Let's see, 7 cars per train, cool. All right, let me just adjust the timing there. And I just want to see if it makes those loops or not, because that's going to be kind of an important thing if it does. I love the large corkscrews. I'm not going to use it, but I love them. I think they're super cool looking. I wish the original game had those included in them. Got that. Cool. Cool. Let's get up here with speed. Yeah. Okay. We'll drop that out. Now we'll go to the left. Oh yeah. Look at that beauty. Okay, so we'll put block brakes there. Turn that out and put our last run of brakes. 13, 18 there. Might have to do a little bit more work with that, although I can also hit some brakes in here too. Not thrilled with the ending of this coaster, but it's what it is. It will work, and that's what I need right now. It's just rides that work. All right, and then it's going to be able to fit 2 trains, 7 cars each. Sure, let's test that out. What colors have we not used? Looks like we don't have a silver coaster. Call it Silver Bullet. Train 1 going through the first loop. Second loop. Cobra roll. Great. Goes up for a nice little slowdown there. I could have easily put a mid-course brake on and not affected the ride at all. And then comes in, hits brakes. I'm happy with all of that. No worries there. We're still in year 2. We haven't done any advertising. We're up to 1,500 people. So we got a very high rating on that. That's 72-ish seconds, so 36 is our max. We're going to knock that down to like 33. Minimum wait time is going to be like 30. Let's go with 28, I guess, just to hold it a little nicer. Put our exit line in there. There we go. Open that bad boy up. And we need another ride or something to exist in that area. What do we got? 3D Cinema. Awesome. All these rides are making this park work better. So happy with that. I need to I can never pick a paint color I like with these things. I'm gonna go with the icy blue on the inside and gray on the outside, or the white. Or do we go light blue? I think that's what we're gonna do. 3D cinema, sure. 10 minutes, wait for a full load. Got all of that, and we're gonna show Space Raiders, because I think it's the one that has the highest ratings. And we'll open that bad boy up. And I just love that the distribution of rides is very fun to watch. So like when we first got rolling here, this ride always, Orange Crush, is that what we called it? Or just orange. It always had full ride no matter what. It was full lines. Then we got this guy, full lines. This one over here, full lines. This guy, I know they're being crushed a little bit right now because of the rain, but this one, full lines. Now this guy has full lines. This one I don't think ever will, just because it's not that type of ride. It's not like something over the top amazing, but what do I know? Let's see, suspended swing coaster. Okay. So let's see what we can do here. I do want to build another coaster. I think I'm going to go with the wooden coaster again here. Alright, let's see. I do want the articulated. 10 is fine with me. Put our exit right up front. Put the exit right towards the back. And again, I'm not making some, like this is our epic wooden coaster. I'm not going to do anything like that, but this is going to be a nice twisted style coaster. Alright, let's feather that out to be a little wider. So if I keep it at that, okay, I want to keep it at 25 there, because then it gives me room to run the brake run and all that stuff in there. All right. And now we can start bringing that back home. That is quite a compact little ride there, isn't it? Put on-ride photo section there real fast. Boom. Then how this is going to work, we'll have our block brakes. Turn it out. We'll have regular brakes. Throw another section of brakes just to slow it down a little bit there. There we go. I quite like that. All right, let's test out and see what it does. We're just going to call it Twister if it works. I actually kind of like the color scheme. It's similar to this one. I think it uses a slightly darker brown. So what color is that? So it's light brown. Then that one is sepia. Then this one is tan. Let's go with the light brown there. Let's see how we do. So it should be a relatively slow beginning to the ride, and then it's going to, like at this point now, it's going to pick up and it's going to be a race through all the little canyons of this ride. And it's coming into the brake ground with some heat, right around 40 miles an hour. Heck yeah. And what I'm hoping is that it clears the brake run before. It's not going to be quite there, but it's pretty close. There we go. That's a simple ride. A minute 13, so 72 again. 72 divided by that is 36. We'll make that 32. 28. Wait for the full load. All right. I'm not going to make a crazy queue for this. It's basically just going to wrap down along the sides there. Like so. No. That needs to go that way. Ah! Just wanted to have nice things. Alright, please just attach to where I want you to. There we go. Okay. And we're getting a lot more rain in the park all of a sudden. I'm not a fan of that. I don't feel like we had that much rain before. Maybe we did. I don't know. Yeah, but this ride is getting people. They like it. Somehow it has higher capacity than what this one does. It doesn't make any sense to me. Hover over that. There's 56 people on the ride. This one has 50 people on the ride. I guess this one has a longer ride length overall. A minute 11 for Silver Bullet. And this one, even though it has higher people throughput, it's 20 seconds longer. All right, we're up to 1600. We are still closing in ever slowly on that. We got a suspended swing coaster. I really don't like building those rides. I suck at them. I might try something with it, but I'm not good at building those. Yeah, we know we're the best custom design rides. Of course we do. All right, this is going to continue back here. I think we're going to tunnel it over to that. Like through here, have a tunnel, and bring it back there. This ride is wild, man. I really like this one. This area over here is what does it for me. It's takes that whole out and back one and just adds another layer of twisting around to drop it through. I also love that it just is a capacity monster. Right now there are 126 people on this ride. I believe it's the highest rated ride in the park as far as excitement goes. I don't think it's even close with anything else. It's not far off with this guy, but it's not too far away from anything else. All right, we got a mine train coaster coming to us soon. Again, I don't like these guys because they're just not good capacity rides, but I'm going to try building one. I haven't built one of these in I don't know how long. So again, I don't like them. They're not fun for me to build. I'm not good at them. I have to even see what type of trains they take. So those guys do those. There are 4 passenger car there. The rocket is 4 and brings up the excitement in the automobile. Alright, maybe I won't run this one in block mode at all. Maybe we'll just go figure out how many we can actually get and do that. Alright, so I'm not gonna do anything wild with this. Alright, we're gonna do that. I have no idea if it's gonna have enough speed to do that. None at all. We'll find out, I guess. Alright, was it going to make it up that hill? Nope. That's what I was concerned about. Alright, let's see what can we do here. Alright, that's going to be what it is, I think. And that's going to be our ride. It's nothing crazy or beautiful or complex or special at all. I don't know what the heck I'm doing right now. Caught Pinky. Let's make sure it makes it through everything. So I believe it will be fine. All right, it's coming through, and then slowly hits the brakes and goes into the station. And it looks like timing is almost perfect. Like if this one were to leave right there. All right, I'm gonna have to get the calculator out for this math. Not because it's hard math, but because that's what I'm gonna do here. So I need to just take a look and see what exactly is going on with this. Let's see, we have 73 divided by 8. It's gonna be 9 seconds or so. So our maximum wait time is gonna be 9. Our minimum wait time will be like 7. We'll do all the things we're supposed to do and go, 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 and we'll see what happens here. All right, we're up to 1750 as far as people go. Well, we just lost one, but we were there. We have people coming into the park. New coasters doing their thing. Hopefully getting more people here. Compact inverted coaster, heck yeah. We're gonna build a mine train out here somewhere. So I'm gonna play with the land heights here a little bit. I know. There we go. Get all that land that just came beautifully available to us. All right. So let's go ahead and make one of these bad boys. I want to do this one up where it just runs trains like crazy and pumps people out like bananas here. We'll see what we can do with that. It's going to be a multiple lift hill coaster. Let's see what we got here. 7, perfect. And I don't know how much we have to, yeah, we're gonna have to avoid some of this ride here. See what we can do with that. I want this ride to basically have no quit. It's just gonna go intense the whole time. If I do a bigger turn, oh, awesome. See how I want this to proceed. All right, so what I think I'm gonna do is do something like that. Turn like that. Okay. Then I can put a block brake on there. This one I just wanted to slow down just a touch. So we'll put that at like 22-ish. Then we throw on lift hill number 2. Oh. Alright, this ride is already doing things that a mine train coaster should not do, but that's okay. Oh, I need to come up with just one more. There we go. Man, that ride absolutely just rockets around. I love it. Let's see, we coming from 125. All right, now we need to start bringing this thing home. Let's see, what do we got here? Alright, so we're gonna have block brakes here, or not block brakes, but regular brakes. 1, 2, and then block brakes. Block breaks at 9. And that one's going to be at 13. All right, how many trains do we get out at 5? I don't think we need 5. We're going to go with 4 and see what we can do here. 4 trains at the top of that lift hill. All right, we need to observe 2 things. One, making sure that one actually clears everything it's supposed to. Which it looks like it's going to do without any issue. Oh yeah, nice speeds on all that stuff. Train 1 is coming through there. That one's blocked by the block brakes. The guy's slowing down. And on the lift hill. Fantastic. So ideally, I'd like to have one of the trains in the circuit right now, but that's just not going to happen. So in this bad boy, so I'm just going to run a nice long line like that, over, then back. There we go. And this thing in theory should be a capacity monster. There we go. Double lift hill. But I like that they basically come off the lift hill at the same time, because this one has to make the turn. This one goes straight into the drop, so they both kind of do their drops at the same time, which is kind of cool. All right. We're just going to call it Mine Train Coaster, and we'll see what this one does. So that one's going to be that. Train 2 will be silver. This one will be... Let's go with the red. And this one will be black, and we'll put silver on there. Okay. Happy with that. Let's see, we got 4 trains in 1 minute and 30 seconds, or 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So that's 37 and a half. And I'm actually going to adjust that timing a bit more. There we go. All right, we're up to basically 1,900 people at this point. We got a mini suspended coaster, which is not really what I need. I know the general rides are not really getting hit up too heavily, but there are people, and like for a park that has this many people on it, the lines are not all that bad. This guy continues to be, looks like our most popular ride right now. And we have 4 people on the ride. There's our 1, 2, 3, 4. Our inaugural group of people on this thing are now coming in. We are officially over 1,900, so we need another 600 people, and we'll be ready to roll. There we go. With a little bit of changing timing, they're still relatively close, but not too bad. And I love that it clears that other brake run so that no matter what, this guy can go through and do its thing without any issue whatsoever. How did this one change its excitement ratings too? I just love how that all looks and works together. It's wonderful. I wish they had a little bit more interaction with each other. This is pretty much the only spot where they roughly come together, but they're already gone by that time. I really want to see capacity on this thing though, because I think it's going to be a lot. How about our little medium coaster? Wow, look at that! This thing's doing its thing. Heck yeah! That's actually able to run a fair number of people per hour. more than Mouse Towers. All right, we got a new stand-up twister coaster, so we're going to build one of those because why not? Just got to decide where I want to put the station for that at. Probably somewhere over here to bring back some guests to that area since everybody's migrated to the back of the park at this point. All right, so let's see here. Oh, hold on. We got the whatchamacallit. Got this bad boy too. Which in a perfect world, I just build this. It's a really nice drop-in coaster. I really like this one. I think I'm gonna just drop it in. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I don't want face-off cars. Okay, looks like I don't have an option there, so we'll test that out and see how that does, because, my God. I can't imagine, you know, on a Vekoma SLC backwards. That sounds terrible. Alright. Get that one doing its thing. There we go. We can open that up. It's minute and 13. There we go. And we still have lots of room for more rides, which is very fun. So now we're going to do... Let's see what we got here. 8. Do these do 9? I always forget. No. Okay, so 8. Do the stand up. Okay, maybe we could do the small one. Alright, well, let's do this. I want it to look a little bit more natural. We'll throw an on-art photo section there. Left, right. Ah, we're running into our other coaster there. Okay. Left. Melio's in the way. That one has Melio in the way. And I know the large corkscrew is not part of the original game, but whatever. Alright, so it does that, goes down, whoop, whoop. Have it into a braking zone. Throw some block brakes on it. So block brakes, set that at 9, and now I'm gonna have it go into some boosters. I have no idea if those boosters. Why do I keep hitting the wrong button there? All right, we only have another 500 guests to go. Tunnels are always fun. So throw block brakes on there, let curve around, and obviously we'll have to do something with this one too. So brakes, 27, 22, 18, 13. We'll throw our block brakes on there at 9. Entrance can be right there, exit can be right there. Should be able to get 3 trains, I think. Yeah, let's test it and see what it does. Alright, let's just see if it clears this spot. It does. This is going to be a very herky-jerky style ride, but it's okay. I kind of like the stop there. Feels like Hagrid's very stop and see something and then boom, you go. I'm okay with that idea. I'm going to make a big old line for this thing because it can support it. And I don't even care about names or colors anymore. I just want it to be done, quite honestly. So 53, so like 17, so like its max wait time is going to be like 15 seconds. Minimum is 10. Let's open her up. What do we get? Steeplechase? No. Stop giving me crappy rides. That's not what I want. This thing's going to have an insane capacity once it gets rolling. Well, we should also look at the capacity of this bad boy. Almost 2,000 people an hour, 10-minute long line. That's a little too long, so we will hire an entertainer, place them down here, and make sure that they're only allowed to say hi to our guest. I mean, I wouldn't be too upset if I had to wait in a line like this. You're surrounded by coasters. It's not that bad. This bad boy is already up to 1,500 and it's not even running remotely close to full. This thing should cycle people like bananas. All right, we're up to 2,100. 400 people to go. Let's throw in some more food options out here while we can. I'm sure all the peeps are very nice and happy. Can't believe this thing has a full line. That's wild. Having to hire far too many entertainers to keep our lines nice. This bad boy should be starting to get much better now, though, because we're up to 74 people on it. So we're a little over 2,100 now. We're slowly closing in on our goal. I wish it was a little faster, but we can only do what we can do. I'm going to throw in some repeat rides, I think. Not because I want to, but because there's just not a capacity for a lot of stuff in this park. Alright, we'll call that Ferris wheel just with an extra space in there, and the game is none the wiser that is in fact the same ride. Our original Ferris wheel is probably having almost no line. That's okay. We have these. We can build this. Here we go. Alright, it's nothing too crazy, I don't think. It should work. Throw the max number on there. We'll test and see what that does. Alright, we're closing in on 2,200 people. Spinning Wild Mouse. Again, not my favorite style ride. I'm really not good at building those. I may try to see if there's a pre-built that's decent and doesn't take up a ton of space like that. You know, I'm okay with that. So we'll test that. I'll have to figure out how to do this entryway. And more importantly, the exit. Let's see, will it fit all the way? No. Okay, so I'm gonna have to come around to the front of the ride. Awesome. All right, we're gonna close that pathway off because there's no reason for anybody to have to go there. Oh, this one has a line now. We're up to 96 people on board. It does 3,000 people an hour. Hits the stats very nicely. All right, how about this little guy? What do we got for this thing? 2 minutes and 5 seconds. So 125 divided by 16 is going to be 7.8 seconds. So max wait time is 7. Minimum wait time is going to be like 4. Let's open her up. And what I wanted to do here is leave a little pathway so that I can either have a coaster come in here and turn around, or I can have a station in here and then do stuff out here. Either one of those options is totally fine. Too crowded here. Where are they thinking that mainly? Back in this area, yeah. Well, that's where all the big rides are. And this thing is still just packing people in. It's amazing. It's not one of our new rides at this point. We've built significantly more since then, but this thing is the best in the park. I also love the ending. We have a brake run, it goes in, does a little dipsy dive, and jumps back underground there, and then comes out for the last stint. I kind of love it. This thing never wound up being all that popular, which I don't really blame. It's not that great of a ride. All right, we're up to 2,200 people. So we don't have too much more to go. We have coming our way. We got flying saucers. Heck yeah. All right, got that. Put in something down there by accident, so I'll fix that real fast. Open that bad boy up. All right, we gotta turn off general rides because we're getting terrible ones. Give me a couple good thrill rides that will just juice our numbers a little bit. I'm just gonna make a little like Hershey Park Super Duper Looper style ride, like just a really short, but hopefully fun coaster with a loop. All right, I'm just gonna bring this back real fast because I don't actually know if this is gonna work. So I'm not actually, this is not the final design. This is just a test here real fast. Let's see what it does. Kidding me, game? Just getting rid of that for now. Okay. One train, that's all I need. I just want to see what it does. Does it make the loop? That's all I care about. Oh, it does so very nicely. Okay. Alright, so that's going to go like that. That will be our block brakes. There we go. Okay. That's going to be our braking area. We got a pirate ship for us now. Okay. All right, that's a dumb little ride, but it should at least get, I think it'll get high excitement rating. I'm gonna call it Super Looper. Not to steal from Super Duper Looper, but kind of steal from it a bit. There we go. It doesn't need to have a big line. It's not an exciting ride by any stretch. Okay, it's right on the edge of being highly exciting. That's fine. 56 seconds. So what is that? 28 divided, or just a little less, be 25. This guy's gonna be 20. All right. Open that bad boy up, and we can try to promote some additional fun here. Also get pneumonia while you're on the ride. There we go. Hopefully that pumped it up to a high. Almost. Not really. That's okay. Doesn't need to be crazy. We have under 200 guests to go. Not that one. I want the pirate ship. Here we go. What heights on these? Did I miscalculate 15? Oh, I'm supposed to go up, not down. My bad. Let's do that. Up. And then in. And this guy needs to just go up. Wait for a full load, all that stuff. There we go. Yay us. Okay. Man, we have just a mess of stuff going on right now. The car ride's not popular. How about our second Ferris wheel? It has people on it. Look at that. It's pretty much fully loaded up. That's hilarious because this one is not fully loaded up. We got another thrill ride coming our way. I really, really just want to spam rides right now just to get this done. I'm not going to, but I really want to. And I'm very purposely putting that away from most food and drink and away from most of our major rides. 10 minutes full load. Beginner's mode, absolutely, is what you're going to stay in. This little thing cycles trains way too fast to make use of its capacity, but that's okay. I love this thing. People love it for some reason. We take a look at this one, 96. This one is at 96 as well. And I'm just amazed that it does 1,300 people an hour. This one, the Super Looper, will be able to do more than that once it has a little bit more capacity in there. All right, we'll open that up. About 150 or so guests to go. Ooh, a roto drop, cool. And then we're gonna stop making. I'm gonna try to just go coasters only. We're at 375. So 15. Be something like that, I guess. And yeah, I'll test that there. All right, these are going to be all the rides that make people sick. Here we go. Is this one done its first loop through? Yep. Yeah, there it goes. All right, we're down to officially 100 people left. We're at 2,400. So we're not far off of having this one totally taken care of. This one, I love it. I love it so much. This guy also has not left anything. Like, my goodness. What's interesting is the total numbers of guests for the Mine Train coaster that has 4 trains is pretty much on parallel with White Fang, which has 3 trains, and White Fang was built significantly after. I mean, they were both built this year, but several months of game time difference between those things. All right. Let's go ahead in here. Take a look and see what we can build to be fun. I think it's going to be another Twister coaster. I just like them because they're so versatile. You can do so many different things with them. And I need, this one's going to be called Green Monster, so I want it to be like a bright green color. All right, so I'm gonna have to play with the ending of this ride here a bit. So it has to exist there. Put another block break in, I guess. It doesn't really matter. So let me have it do this. Come up to 25. Then we'll start hitting some brakes. There we go. Okay. So that's going to be like 13, 18, 22, 27, 31, 31. All right. Again, not designing this to be the world's best ride. Should be able to get 2 trains. Yeah, I want just 2. Test that out and see how it works. And we're just about there, folks. We have 9 more people to get, so I think we'll have this real soon. But let's just take a look and see how this one works. All the speed on all that stuff is beautiful. It comes up to the brake run. Goes through a nice little bend over. Does so with a little bit of speed, which I like. There we go. Okay, I'm cool with all that. There we go. Whew, that was a challenging one, as the name suggests. And real quick, I apologize, there was a little hiccup. You can see that we have it accomplished. We're at 2,505 people right now. There's just a little hiccup. I forgot to clear out my storage recording, so we didn't do that. But we're there. We got this one accomplished. And my goodness, what a hot mess of track and roller coasters and stuff. But folks, thanks for joining me. We're on to our expert parks after this. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.